So guys, now we see unit number 5 respiratory system AMD 520. Okay. So in which we see first anatomy and physiology of a respiratory system. So the respiratory system is responsible for breathing, which includes taking in oxygen and removing carbon dioxide. It ensures oxygen supply to body cells and helps maintain the acid base balance of the body. Anatomy of the respiratory systems means which parts organs comes under the respiratory systems. The respiratory system is divided into upper respiratory tract and lower respiratory tract. In upper respiratory tract, three parts: nose and nasal cavity, pharynx, we also call it throat, larynx, voice box. Okay, pharynx, throat, larynx, voice box. In nose and nasal cavity, filters, worms, and moistures air. Contains hairs and mucus to trap dust and pathogens. Next, pharynx, common pathway for food and air, divided into nasopharynx, oropharynx, and laryngopharynx. Thin parts. Larynx contains vocal cords, sound production, prevents entry of food using the epiglottis, connects pharynx to trachea, and in lower respiratory tract, trachea, bronchi, and bronchioles, and lungs and alveoli. Okay. In trachea means windpipe, a rigid tube supported by C-shaped cartilage rings, carries air to bronchi. Bronchi and bronchioles. Trachea divides into right and left bronchi. Bronchi further divided into smaller bronchioles, conduct air deeper into the lungs. Lungs. Paired spongy organs in the thoracic cavity. Right lung has three lobes, left lung has two lobes. Space of a heart. Okay, right lungs three lobes and left lungs two lobes. Alveoli, gas exchange sites. Gas exchange sites. Tiny air sacs surrounded by capillaries. Primary site of oxygen carbon dioxide exchange. What is alveoli? Lined with surfactant to prevent collapse. Supporting structures. Diaphragm, main muscle of a breathing. Intercostal muscles assist rib movement during breathing. Pleura, double layered membrane protecting lungs. Parietal pleura means outer and visceral pleura means inner. Contains pleural fluid to reduce friction. So guys, these are the parts of a anatomy of a respiratory system. Now we see physiology, how it's work. Respiration involves three major processes, in which first one is a pulmonary ventilation, means breathing. Movement of air in and out of the lungs are called as breathing. In and out. Next, inhalation, inspiration. Diaphragm contracts and moves downward. Rib cage expands. Lung volume increases. Pressure decreases. Airflow into lungs. It's a inhalation means air inside. Okay. In exhalation, expiration means uh, leave the air out layer. Diaphragm relaxes and moves upward. Rib cage returns to normal position. Lung volume decreases, pressure increases, air moves out. External respiration, gas exchange between alveoli and blood. Oxygen diffuses from alveoli to blood. Carbon dioxide diffuses from blood to alveoli. Means these are the gas exchange between alveoli and blood. In some alveoli and blood, oxygen diffuses from alveoli to blood, and carbon dioxide diffuses from blood to alveoli. Okay, these are the two. Oxygen, yeah, the reminder: oxygen, alveoli to blood, carbon dioxide, blood to alveoli. Internal respiration, gas exchange between blood and body tissues. Gas exchange, blood and body tissues. Oxygen moves from blood to cells. Carbon dioxide moves from cells to blood. Carbon dioxide moves from cells to blood. Next one is cellular respiration. Cells use oxygen to produce energy like ATP. Carbon dioxide is produced as a waste. That means cellular respiration. Next, transport of gases. In transport of gases, we see how gases transport. First one is oxygen transport, mostly carried by hemoglobin in red blood cells, HbO2. A small amount dissolves in a plasma. Carbon dioxide transport, a bicarbonate ions is a major portion, bound to hemoglobin, dissolved in plasma. Okay, these are the some anatomy and physiology parts of the respiratory system.